So many people, they don't bother, they go on internet, they reserve, maybe another place, they reserve, and they didn't even bother to call back and say, I'm sorry, we cannot show up.
Making a reservation at restaurants has never been easier, but they can lose thousands of dollars for no-shows a year. That's why Quebec will allow restaurants to charge a $10 penalty to every person who doesn't show up for their reservation starting July 17.
If you have even a smaller restaurant with only 30 seats and you expect, maybe to have more people, it's not because they don't show, it's just because you refuse people, you see? You have your restaurant is full. And then finally, sometime even just a few minutes when they have time to call, they say, I'm sorry, you cannot show. I mean, you just lose 2%.
It costs to our owners, it costs an average for a restaurant $49,000 for people that doesn't show up at their reservation. We can apply it on table 204, which is the principles, the main source of no-shows. We need that kind of tool because what we've seen is that the consumer was not there, doesn't show up, doesn't call up to cancel. So with that kind of tool, with a simple penalty, a modest penalty of $10, we believe that the consumer behavior will change.
Owners can choose whether they want to apply no-show fees to those who ghost their reservations.
I have a little bit of mixed feelings about that. I never like to penalize people. I have a bigger issue when we have groups that may reserve for, let's say, 20 people, and we set up the table according to 20 people, and next thing you know, they only show up 12 or 13. I can't undo the table, and I lose 6, 7, 8 customers like that. That to me is a little bit more penalizing than a table of 2 that doesn't show up. Table of 2 that doesn't show up, you know what, we're always going to make up for it.
I don't know if all the restaurateurs are going to use that function, because sometimes, if you disappoint or if you frustrate your customer because there are 6 people, you charge them $60, maybe you're going to lose customer for the rest of the year, or maybe they won't come ever at your restaurant again. But still the function is good and people are going to be more careful.
In Montreal, Diona Macalinga, City News.